It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go here in Baltimore. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
It's out! Support! Ready!
Play action now. Jackson. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Sit on! 180! Hey, we're going to do it. Sit on!
2nd down. Jackson. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to it.
And left side, it's caught. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
No.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play there for Baltimore. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
180! Get out! 180! Finish it! No, we changed it.
Benson trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now and goal. Jackson going to keep this for himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes White. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it! Tap the 60! Tap the 60! Alert! Alert!
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
70 Timberwolves!
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And the first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Sit on! 180! Nice shot! Hey, Ozzy! Ozzy! Sit on! Sit on!
Off the play fake, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Handoff, and it's Benson running right. He'll take this down to the 23. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Nice shot! Good! 180! Report! Report! Sit on!
From the gun, Jackson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Hey, report! Report! Cut!
Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Up! 180! 180!
Now Jackson. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sit on! Sit on! 180! Yes, sit on! Sit on!
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal.
Sit up!
try it now with Benson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But I think these guys are ready for week one to get started. I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drives his guard on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Captain 11, Captain 11. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He works free. Right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This returnable with Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Jackson. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Than a yard.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and short, Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. On the toss, they go with Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hands up. Sit on. 180. Hands up. Hey, Ozzy. Sit on.
They'll go again with Benson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Now it's Jackson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Go.
Now, faking the give. Well taken in, it's Trey Benson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
180! Hands up! Sit up!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Hold it. Hey! Sit up! 180! Sit up!
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
180! What? 180! Hands up!
Jackson looking to throw. That is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Benson, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now
they'll pitch it out here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes White. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Look wide. Get this one complete. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Offside, that open man is nuts. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll look to throw again. He gets that into the hands of Wilcox. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Set.
Man in motion, head to left.
Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Practice. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Ready. Crack all 80. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he'll somehow turn this into an impossible. Get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad White out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So they send in Will Reichard for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. Reichard's kick is good. And the Eagles cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from 37, here's second and 8.
Seven Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 14.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's first and 10.
Go check. Come on.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5. From the 23, here's second down and 4.
Ready.
On Now throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready? Ready?
On the toss, they'll run, and that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Johnny Lions. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
70. Ready, ready?
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Here comes a return from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. Quick throw. Taken in. Down the sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there for Baltimore. An even 50 yards.
Ready? You.
On the ground, it's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Ready? Ready, shot. You are X. You are X. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. Rolling right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
His kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here comes White. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll go with a counter on first down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Dragon 60. Bronco 80.
Slot man in motion right. On first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. He'll get this out wide. Well, with the penalty yardage back here, pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Second and 10.
Jack Pepper. Stephanie. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Big Lion. Ready.
Here's a run going left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 1.
Let's go.
On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Here we go. Stack. Ready,
A run on first and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Mustang 19.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
79 Broncos. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The game-time touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score. But they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
That's their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The work is out wide to Benson. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Again, it's Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A give, here's Benson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
The 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 10.
What are you? What? What are you?
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On play action, here's Jackson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. On the return, here comes White. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here's White. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready? Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he tried to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
They'll run here, and he's going to have the Eagles 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
And the decision to go for it on 4th is short. It's a lot easier, Mike, when you take a look in that huddle and you see the big guys up front. I mean, their ability to continue to win at the point of attack. We've seen it all game long, and that's the case. You don't need to overthink it. Turn around, hand it to your back, fresh set of downs. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll run. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their 2nd. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again. Make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play. Try to generate a chunk and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. And this might be one final heave to the end zone. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
A 51-yard attempt.
That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They move to 1-0. Getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.